The Sudanese National Museum, a silent witness to war's devastation. The haunting silence echoes through the ravaged halls of the Sudanese National Museum, a stark testament to the brutal conflict that has engulfed Sudan. Gone are the vibrant displays, the meticulously curated narratives of a rich and ancient civilization. Instead, what remains is a landscape of devastation, empty rooms, piles of rubble, and shattered remnants of priceless artifacts, a chilling spectacle captured in videos that have circulated across social media. These images, a stark contrast to the museum's former glory, depict the brutal reality of widespread looting following the recent recapture of the area by the Sudanese Army from the Rapid Support Forces, RSF. The scale of the theft is staggering, a tragic loss that reverberates far beyond the museum's crumbling walls. For months, whispers of looting had circulated. Concerns first surfaced in June 2023, escalating a year later with the emergence of satellite imagery showing trucks laden with artifacts departing the museum grounds. Museum officials, grappling with the escalating crisis, watched helplessly as their pleas for intervention went unanswered amidst the chaos of war. But it wasn't until the RSF's expulsion from Khartoum, after 2 years of relentless conflict, that the full extent of this cultural catastrophe became tragically clear. The videos paint a desolate picture. Once vibrant halls now stand eerily empty, the absence of countless irreplaceable treasures palpable in the silence. Only a few monumental statues remain, defiant sentinels in a sea of destruction. Among them, the imposing 7-ton statue of King Taharqa, the pharaoh who ruled both Egypt and Kush, present-day Sudan from 690 to 664 BC, stands as a solitary symbol of a glorious past now under siege. The remaining artifacts are scarred, bearing the brutal marks of violence: smashed display cases, shattered pottery, and the remnants of a once-proud collection reduced to fragmented memories. The international community, acutely aware of the unfolding disaster, has reacted with a mix of outrage and concern. UNESCO, the UN's cultural agency, has issued urgent appeals to art dealers worldwide, imploring them to refrain from trading, importing, or exporting any artifacts smuggled from Sudan. The plea underscores the desperate need to prevent these stolen treasures from entering the global art market and disappearing forever into private collections, severing their connection to their history and heritage. The looting of the Sudanese National Museum is far more than just the loss of artifacts. It represents a profound assault on Sudan's identity, a cultural erasure that mirrors the wider destruction wrought by the ongoing conflict. The war, a brutal power struggle between Army Commander Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and RSF leader Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, has left an indelible scar on the nation's soul. The emptiness within the museum's walls serves as a poignant metaphor for the broader devastation that has swept across Sudan. As Sudanese trade unionist Shahenda Suleiman poignantly observes, while the human cost of the war undeniably outweighs all other losses, the museum's desolation embodies the profound scale of destruction, the emptying of a nation, a void left by the theft of its cultural heritage. The looting represents a symbolic theft of the Sudanese people's identity, a painful erasure of their history, and a blatant disregard for their cultural legacy. The symbolism extends beyond mere material loss. The term Kandaka, a title for the queens of the ancient Kush kingdom, held significant meaning for the Sudanese people, particularly in the context of the 2018 protest movement that ultimately ousted dictator Omar al-Bashir. Female activists embraced the term Kandaka to embody strength, resilience, and the fight for freedom and democracy. The destruction of the artifacts that represent this rich history represents a cruel irony, a silencing of the voices and the stories that they embodied. The Sudanese National Museum stands as a silent witness to the devastation of war, a poignant reminder of the irreparable damage inflicted upon a nation's heritage. The looting is not merely a crime against history. It is an attack on the very soul of Sudan, a profound loss that underscores the urgent need for peace and the preservation of a nation's cultural memory. The empty halls resonate with the echoes of a lost past, a potent symbol of a nation grappling with its present and striving to safeguard its future. The international community must act decisively to prevent the further illicit trafficking of Sudanese artifacts and ensure the repatriation of those already stolen, contributing to the long and arduous process of rebuilding a nation shattered by conflict. The future of Sudan's cultural heritage hangs precariously in the balance.